Subhana Rabbil Allah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Now the rest of you need to sit down and take a fucking lesson from the master. Sorry for cursing. But please excuse that one curse and listen to the message. I'm only human and I have a message. Islam, true religion. Deal with it. Muhammad, final prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. Deal with it. U.S. government? Could that be the army of Dajjal? No. That's NATO, right? But the U.S. government is a division of NATO, so that's the army of Dajjal. Yes. Do they sponsor ISIS, which is backed by Syria? Yes. Are they in cahoots with the Saudis? Yes. Terrorism, Saudi Arabia, ISIS, and the U.S. are all one corporation. They are fighting the real Muslims. Who are the real Muslims? Only Allah knows. Ana ismi al-Masih, and if that makes sense to you, kifa haluk. If that don't make sense to you, alhamdulillah, it wasn't supposed to. Now, I have a plain and clear message for the believers. Believers, you know when you go and buy a pair of sneakers, right? Some of you only wear sandals. I'm with it. Some of you walk barefoot. I'm with it. But in the old days when you used to go shopping and buy a pair of sneakers, you know, they come with a little gel pack. And that gel pack or is powder, whatever. No one opens it. What it really is pieces of the firmament. The firmament falls as filaments. They are from the same root word, apparently. And they gather the filaments of the firmament and they put it in every pack of shoes. Now, why do they do that? When you buy a pack of shoes, you're entering a contract with the devil. You are saying that I don't need the shoes God gave me, which are my feet. I'm going to give you $120 every couple months for your shoes and, you know, walk around and have foot problems and all that shit and have a bad back and all that, whatever. What the devil don't tell you is that that little packet that comes with the shoes is called silicone. You mix silicone with carbon, we're carbon-based deities, you get carbon silicate, whatever. I don't fucking know chemistry. It's bullshit. So, you mix chemistry with science and all that, it's the work of the devil, whatever. There's only one truth, and that's the truth of the Quran. There's only one thing you should drink, and that's milk. There's only one chemical that you should take if you're going to take substances, and that is silicone. Not drugs, silicone. It's way better than drugs. If you mix carbon and silicone, two double covalent bonds, they get two extra arms in the valence electrons, more bioelectrical plasma energy, whatever. Electricity, magnetism, one and the same. What else I got? Shadu Allah, Allah, Shadu Anna Muhammad Rasulullah. There is no God but Allah. And when we say Allah, yes, we mean Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the God of the Muslims, and Muhammad was his final messenger and slave. Peace and blessings be upon him. Deal with it. So, that's about everything I have to say. Prophecy fulfilled on my end. And the rest of y'all can await the Imam Mahdi or whatever. If you don't convert to Islam now, I'm sorry, it's too late. Me personally, as an individual, as Alexander Costa, whatever my slave name is, right? I could never see myself talking to the kuffar again. I mean, the insult to Islam at this point is so incredible that I don't want to have to apologize on behalf of myself for trying to help people that obviously God don't want me to help no more. I don't want to help him. He don't want to help him. I don't know who the fuck wants to help him, but it ain't me. So it must be Satan, because someone's helping these people. Someone is taking the shoes and writing this do not eat on the silicone and got all y'all motherfuckers not eating silicone. But did you ever think why? If you're not supposed to eat it, it should say poison. It legally would have to say poison. They wouldn't keep it around children if it could kill you. And then, if you were to eat it, isn't silicone the next octave up from carbon? So if we're carbon-based entities, wouldn't we change density? And if we change density, then we have more valence electrons. So wouldn't we be conducting more electrical magnetic energy? But wait, isn't everything in the world tuned to a specific 7.83 megahertz frequency? Oh, but what if you accelerated the frequency? Then all of a sudden, all those fucking jinn they planted everywhere that are jumping in your head and jumping in your skull and jumping out of the wall, all those bugs you got crawling in your body or whatever, they ain't gonna work on you no more. You changed densities. They were set to one density, you're a different density. They're gonna come out of your skin like these motherfucking bugs coming out of my hair. It's cool. They're gonna enter the tapes of the neck of Goog and Magog and kill them. So, problem solved. Now let's talk about heaven. 5% of the world gets to heaven. Out of that 5%, 72 of them are women. We're all virgins again, but obviously the men ain't bragging about being virgins. That ain't nothing to be proud of if you're a man. So the women, obviously, they're bragging about it. We're all 33. So out of 100% of people, 5% get in. Out of that 5%, 72 of them are women and one guy, which means that 1.35% of men go to heaven, which is most likely why every single one wants to go there, because it's a non-stop party with 1.35% of the best dudes of all time, and the rest of the ones is 72 virgins. What is not to like? 72 women for every guy. But, I mean, if you're just joining Islam now, so you go there, what's the point? What were you doing this whole time? What have you been doing since 9/11? Let me recap what happened to me since 9/11. Well, on 9/11, my mom had an appointment to go eat at the Twin Towers on the same time they bombed them or whatever, but her boyfriend got drunk, so she didn't go. So I had to live the rest of my life, you know, on the streets. And I've been on the streets preaching Islam. I've been put away in the mental homes how many times? I don't know. Numerous. Too numerous to say. I have the biggest case in New York. But that being said, that's water under the bridge. The average life expectancy of a human is 1,000. When was the last time you walked around and saw an old black lady and an old black man shopping at Walmart with white hair and a walker and shit? You haven't. They're killing them before they get that old. Average life expectancy of a human is like 900 years. I mean, the disbelievers, maybe them motherfuckers die at 60 or 70 or 80 or whatever. But the rest of us motherfuckers, they're killing before we get to even live to see how old we really live to be. We don't even know. We're a nation, entire world, entire earth realm filled with children. Noah lived to be 950. Moses was in his thousands. You know, Adam probably like 1,500. Who knows? So, why is all the lifespan shortening? Could time be speeding up? Who knows? Could it slow down again? Who knows? Who knows? If you're keeping time on a phone, are they changing the time on your phone to fit your needs and changing the time on someone else's phone to fit someone else's needs? We don't fucking know. What is time? I was told it's the equinox today. There's 17, 18 hours of light and like 6 or 7 hours of darkness. That ain't no fucking equinox. So, that being said, I mean, this is my prediction, right? Coming from the heart, coming from the truth. Obviously, Muslim victory. Hamas and Iran, they're going to conquer the Middle East, and then you got Middle East run by Hamas and Iran. So, no complaints in that department, and then Palestine is ours again. Salam to the Jews. Goodbye. The Yahuds are finished. Yahudis no more. And then that is a reason for every Muslim to celebrate. Alhamdulillah. Then we're going to have this little conflict. Maybe China, maybe Russia might stir something up. But it's cool. We Muslims and Romans, you know, we're not that dissimilar. We both came from the same son of Noah. And you know what? White people and Arab people pretty much look alike. I mean, like, it gets to a point where I can't tell if you're Greek, Sicilian, or from Yemen or Turkey. I mean, like, that whole area is pretty much the same people, you know? Just like you go to Mexico, they got white Mexicans. Of course they got white Mexicans. And you go to America, they got Mexicans in America. Of course they got Mexicans in America. So what's a Mexican and what's an American? I don't know. I see the same people everywhere I go. Just a different mix. So, at the end of the day, I await to meet Imam Mahdi, and I have a plain and clear message for him. That silicone dioxide that comes with every single pair of shoes that says do not eat, you have to eat that shit. If you want to believe in a heliocentric model of the earth where science is real and politics make sense to you, then by all means, buy your next pair of shoes, wear them down to nothing, buy your next pair of shoes and wear them down to nothing, and buy another pair of shoes and wear them down to nothing, and never eat the silicone dioxide. That's fine. I'm not really talking to you if that's the type of thing that you would do. To the rest of the other people, by any means necessary, eat the silicone dioxide. If you got to run across a fire of molten lava to get one drop of silicone dioxide in your best friend's mouth before the jinn fucking get to him and possess him or her, you better take that fucking voyage and start running, man. The silicone dioxide is everywhere. And if you're so stupid to think that that ain't a conspiracy, that every fucking pair of shoes in the world comes with a little packet of silicone dioxide. They say it's air freshener, but who needs the air to be fresh in the box of shoes, right? They say so the shoes don't rot, but the shoes is made of plastic and rubber. So like, what is shoes? Well, put it this way. Do you want to walk around with rubber gloves on your hands for the rest of your life? Then why do you got them on the hands for your legs? Because that's what you're doing when you're putting on shoes. And what's that sock? That's just a cloth to trap mildew. So you got a cloth trapping mildew and dust and germs in a fucking rubber glove. Now, on the other hand, right, we conduct electromagnetic energy. It's a fact. The definition of life and death is if you conduct electromagnetic energy or not. So, if you got rubber shoes on, you're not on the grid of the earth. You're not conducting the right bioelectromagnetic energy. And you damn sure probably ain't going to eat no fucking silicon dioxide. And you're not going to get to the next level after that neither. So, this video is not for you. To the rest of us, this is good tidings. You see, the devil got his clever little tricks. He got us thinking we need shoes. We don't need shoes. We never needed shoes. Do we need sleep? What do Muslims say to that? Hayya Allah salah, hayya Allah falah. Salah is better than sleep. Alhamdulillah. So if we don't need sleep and we don't need shoes, do we need to eat and drink? Well, let's see. Eating and drinking. I do know that if you do dry ablution, your prayer is accepted. If you do wet ablution, you're wasting water and you got to do a lot of different things and it's like so complicated. So why would you ever want to do wet ablution unless you were so dirty that you felt like, all right, you know, I do need to like shower off. But even that, have you exhausted every possible other way of washing besides water? Because we know it's a sin to waste water. I mean, like, have you thought of washing in lemonade or something? Like anything? Vinegar? Anything? You know? So then you got that aspect. So to the Sunni, how can you be so holy when every time you pray you waste water? Kufar. To the Shia, well, oh, you guys got Muhammad's descendants in Iran and stuff. So if that's where Muhammad's descendants live, peace and blessings be upon him, because this is about the bloodline of Muhammad. And this is about the bloodline of Isa and the bloodline of Moses. I have vitiligo. My girlfriend has vitiligo. My best friend has vitiligo. My mom has vitiligo. Michael Jackson got vitiligo. Indian people got vitiligo. Mexicans got vitiligo. Where did they come from? Moses, Musa. He was a black guy and his hand turned white. He had vitiligo. So the government is trying to kill all the people with vitiligo because they're related to Moses. That's not hard to understand. They're trying to kill the Barefoot Walkers tribe. You know who's in the Barefoot Walkers tribe? Just the believers. Who's the believers? I tell you what, it ain't Ethiopia. Because in Ethiopia, their king said, I need to be Muslim because the jihad's coming and we need to turn to a Muslim country for the jihad. And what did they say? Poof! The boot. Af Somaliaga Mukahadaha. And that motherfucker got replaced with Haile Selassie. What did Haile Selassie say? Well, he started at airport, so he knew the earth was flat. Did he tell anyone? What do his followers do? They grow their hair in dreadlocks, right? Traps mildew, traps all that shit. Put a little bag on it. Bam, got mad gin going into their head now. Then they're smoking weed, getting all drugged out. And how much is the weed? 1/4 the price.